Have you ever felt like your sexual performance isn't what it used to be? That even though you feel the desire, your body just doesn't respond as it should? If you're a man over 60, this video was made just for you. Today I'm going to reveal something so simple, so straightforward, that can transform your intimate life in just 15 minutes. And the best part? It's 100% natural, affordable, and you probably already have it at home. Sounds too good to be true? Stay with me, because what you're about to discover could be a game changer for your male health. The reality is harsh, but it needs to be said. Thousands of men over 60 are suffering in silence from sexual impotence, from a loss of desire, and even worse, from the frustration of not being able to satisfy their partner or themselves. But what few people know is that this can be directly related to small changes in their body, often caused by poor circulation, inflammation of the prostate, stress, or simply by the lack of proper stimulation. And that's where the secret I'm going to reveal to you today comes in. We're talking about a simple, fast, and powerful application, something that acts directly on the root of the problem: blood circulation in the penile region. And no, I'm not talking about expensive medicine or anything invasive or painful. It's something natural, safe, and has surprised many men who have tried it. The improvement is not only physical, but emotional, because when you regain your potency, you regain your self-esteem, your confidence, and you feel that vigor you had when you were 30 again. But before I show you exactly what to do, it's important to understand one thing. If you continue to ignore these signs from your body, things will only get worse. The good news is that you still have time to reverse this, and it all starts now, with this video. Stay with me until the end, because in addition to showing you how to apply this method, I'll also explain why it works, what science says about it, and how you can turn this technique into a daily habit to maintain your virility for much longer. By the way, comment below if you are over 60 and are feeling these changes in your body. Share your experience, because it can help other men who are going through the same situation and think they are alone. They are not. You are not. We are together in this mission to recover your energy, your desire, and your potency. Now pay close attention, because what comes next could change everything. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to do this application, why it works, and what results you can expect in the first few hours. And when I say it's amazing, I mean it. Are you ready to take that step? Because what I'm going to show you now can be the first step to completely transforming your intimate life. And before we continue, I need you to do something important. If this content is already making sense to you, if you really want to recover your power, your confidence, and feel like a real man again, then leave your like here in this video. This shows YouTube that this topic is relevant and helps more men like you find this information. Also, take advantage and subscribe to the channel now, because here we talk bluntly about men's health, prostate, erection, performance, libido, and everything that really matters to those over 60 who want to stay active and healthy. And most importantly, comment below. If you have ever experienced a similar difficulty, are you experiencing a loss of potency? Have you tried any natural solutions? Tell me. Your experience can help other men who are also looking for a way out. And together, we create a community where talking about this is no longer taboo, but rather a step towards healing. Now let's get straight to the point. How to apply this technique, and what you can expect a few minutes later. Let's talk about something you may have never heard before. The silent problem that could be directly affecting your sex life and your health as a man. And the scariest thing is that it doesn't give you any clear signs at first. It sets in little by little, discreetly, without fanfare, until the moment you realize that you no longer have the same strength, that your desire has diminished, that your erection simply doesn't respond as it used to. And when this happens, many people think, okay, I've reached the end of the road. But let me tell you something very clearly. It's not the end of the line. In fact, it could be the beginning of a new phase if you understand what is happening in your body and take the right actions from now on. Most men over 60 are facing this problem, but the culture of silence, of "this is normal with age," makes many give up before even trying. And this needs to end. What is happening in most cases is an accumulation of factors that lead to the weakening of erection and libido, poor blood circulation, which prevents blood from reaching the penis with force, inflammation of the prostate, which directly interferes with sexual function, chronic stress, which destroys your natural testosterone production, and lack of hormonal stimulation, which gets worse over time. Circulation is like a highway. If it's clogged or blocked, nothing can get through. And blood is what gives life to an erection. When you're aroused, your brain sends signals that increase blood flow to the penis. But if your arteries are stiff, clogged, inflamed, or poorly oxygenated, this flow doesn't happen. It's like trying to inflate a balloon with a clogged straw. It just won't happen. And this explains why so many men feel that the urge is there, but the body doesn't respond. And then another silent villain enters, the enlarged prostate. As we age, it is natural for the prostate to grow. But the problem is that this enlargement can put pressure on the nerves and vessels around the penile region, impairing not only urinary function, but also the ability to maintain a firm and long-lasting erection. What should be a natural and powerful flow of blood ends up being interrupted or diverted due to this compression. And most men don't even realize that this is happening. Add this to the constant stress, excessive worries, a sedentary lifestyle, excessive consumption of processed, fatty, sugary foods, and you have a perfect recipe for the collapse of your sexual health. And yes, this affects your self-esteem. It affects your mood. It affects your relationships. It affects your identity as a man. But what many still don't know is that there is, yes, a way out. There is a way back. And it starts with understanding and being aware of what is happening. Another thing that few people talk about, the production of testosterone, the hormone responsible for your libido, your energy, and your vitality as a man, drops dramatically after the age of 40, and even more so after the age of 60. This natural drop, if not compensated for with the right habits, with foods that stimulate natural production, with specific exercises, and with the control of inflammation in the body, will directly affect your sexual disposition and even your motivation in everyday life. Many men confuse this lack of energy with depression or normal fatigue due to age, but in many cases, it is just the body asking for help, screaming for a change of routine. And do you know what's even worse? Most men only seek help when the problem is already very advanced, when they're already in crisis in their relationship, when they're already feeling ashamed of themselves, when they've already given up trying, thinking that this is part of getting older. But let me emphasize this once again, is not part of it. It doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to accept this as your new normal. With the right knowledge, a few simple changes and the method I'm going to show you, it is possible to regain your vigor. It is possible to have firm, powerful, and natural erections without medication, chemicals, or side effects. But you need to take the first step. You need to really want it. You need to understand that the responsibility is yours. Your body responds to the right stimuli, and that's exactly what we're going to do together here. We're going to stimulate your body to function as it was designed to function. We're going to activate your circulatory system, eliminate inflammatory processes, rebalance your hormones, and give your sex life back the spotlight it deserves. And look, if you're already starting to notice that your performance isn't the same anymore, if you're having trouble maintaining an erection, or if you simply want to improve what's already good, then stay with me. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a practical, direct, objective, step-by-step guide that you can apply today. And the most incredible thing, with results seen in the first 15 minutes. Before I show you this natural application, I want to know from you, have you ever experienced any of these situations? Have you ever felt that your potency has decreased? That your desire has diminished? That you need something extra to regain your confidence in the bedroom? Right here in the comments. I want to improve my men's health, or I already felt my erection weaken. Comment honestly, because your experience can open the eyes of many men who are going through exactly what you are going through right now. This helps you, it helps the channel, and it helps an entire community of men who want to age with health, potency, and self-respect. And now that you understand what's really going on inside your body, it's time to take action, because what I'm going to show you now will surprise you with its simplicity, practicality, and most importantly, the results you can start to feel today. What I'm going to show you now is a natural application that involves 3 powerful elements: an ingredient that activates local circulation, a specific massage technique and breathing that activates your parasympathetic system, the same system that controls your body's moments of pleasure and relaxation. And no, this is not a miracle. It's science applied to male practice. It's using what nature already offers and what your body's physiology already knows how to do, but in a targeted and strategic way. The first point is the use of rosemary essential oil, one of the most studied ingredients for its vasodilatory effect. When applied correctly, it stimulates peripheral circulation, increases blood flow, and promotes a slight sensation of heat in the region. This is because rosemary contains bioactive compounds that act directly on the blood capillaries, helping to expand the vessels and improve oxygenation in the tissues. But be careful. It must be diluted in a carrier oil, such as coconut oil or grapeseed oil, to avoid skin irritation since essential oils are extremely concentrated. With this mixture ready, you will apply a small amount, enough to cover the area with a thin layer without exaggeration, and start the process. Localized massage. This is not just any kind of touch. It is a gentle, firm, continuous movement, done with awareness, with a focus on activating the area and stimulating blood flow, not just mechanically, but connecting mind and body. This is the moment when you reconnect with your masculine energy, with your vitality. Many men neglect this connection, but it is essential. When you touch yourself with respect, with intention, you are telling your brain and your body, I am here, I am present, I am active. And here comes a crucial detail. While you make this application, it is essential to include the deep and conscious breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose, counting to 4. Hold the air for another 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth, also counting to 4. This activates your relaxation system, reduces stress, lowers cortisol, the fear hormone, and increases nitric oxide levels in your blood. And why is this important? Because nitric oxide is a key molecule in the erection process. It dilates blood vessels, facilitates the entry of blood into the penis, and contributes to a firmer, longer-lasting, and more natural erection. You don't have to believe me now, you have to test it, apply it, feel it, because what really convinces you are not words, but results. And many men have already reported that after just one application, they were able to feel a clear difference. We are not talking about magic, a secret formula, or empty promises. We are talking about a simple technique based on scientific and physiological principles that respects the rhythm of your body and offers a real, natural, and safe alternative to improve your sexual performance without having to resort to medications that only mask the problem. Of course, this application is not a substitute for a healthy lifestyle. It enhances the results when you are already taking care of your diet, moving more, sleeping better, and reducing the stimuli that overload your mind. But even if you are just starting your transformation journey, this technique can help you take the first step with confidence. And confidence is everything for a man. When you start trusting your body again, your performance, your physical response, everything changes. Your posture changes. Your mood changes. The way you relate to others changes. Now be careful. It is essential that you respect the process. It is not to be applied forcefully or in a hurry, or as if it were just any task. What we are doing here is a ritual. It is a moment for you, with yourself. It is a way of caring for your vital energy. Therefore, create a comfortable environment. Choose a quiet time, without rushing, without interruptions. It can be after a shower, before bed, or at any time of the day when you can be 100% present. The more involved you are, the greater the benefits. Oh, and don't forget, the more you practice, the more your body responds. It's like a muscle. The more you activate it, the stronger it gets. This technique can indeed become a powerful habit in your male self-care routine. It's a simple way to keep your penis health, potency, and confidence at an all-time high. And if you're over 60, this is even more important, because contrary to what many people think, you're not too old for this. You're in the right place to take care of what makes you feel alive, desired, confident, and whole. So now that you know what to apply, how to apply it, and why it works, I want to invite you to try it. Test it for yourself. And then, come back here and tell me in the comments what you felt. Tell me, I have already tested the application, or I felt a difference the first time, or even I'm starting my male grooming today. These comments are not just interactions. They are testimonials that help build a community of conscious men who are not ashamed to talk about sexual health, who are not afraid to seek natural solutions, who take control of their own virility. And if you haven't commented yet, now is the time. You've already come this far. The least you can do is leave your story, your commitment, or even a question. I read everything and make sure to answer whenever possible. Now take a deep breath, because what comes next will show you exactly how to turn this technique into a habit. You'll understand the ideal time, the frequency, and how to enhance the effects to achieve lasting results. So let's get straight to the point now and understand how to apply correctly. This technique that can transform your sexual health naturally, quickly, and extremely effectively. And remember, it's not just what you do, but how do you do, which will determine the power of the results. So pay attention to the details, because each step has its role in the process, and, when done correctly, the effects are almost immediate. The first thing you need to know is that the time of day you do this application directly influences your body's response. Ideally, it should be done after a hot bath. When your body is relaxed, your blood vessels are dilated and your skin is more receptive. The heat from the bath helps stimulate circulation and prepares the area to better absorb the natural active ingredients in the essential oil. So, set aside this time for yourself. Don't rush. Don't be distracted. Turn off your cell phone, put on some calming music if you want, and connect with your body. With the oil ready, remember to dilute a few drops of thoracenary essential oil in a carrier oil, such as coconut oil, to avoid any skin irritation. Put a small amount in the palm of your hand. There is no need to soak the area. A thin layer is enough to create a protective film and allow the massage to glide. The temperature of your hand is also important, so warm it up a little by rubbing your hands together before you begin. This prevents thermal shock with the skin and makes the touch more welcoming and effective. Now comes the most powerful part: localized massage. You will make gentle circular movements at the base of the penis, moving slightly up to the glands, but always focusing on the area around the base and lower part, where the largest number of blood vessels and nerve endings involved in erection are concentrated. The touch should be continuous with light and firm pressure. Think of it as if you were activating the flow, unblocking the blood pathways, as if you were waking up the muscles and nerves in the region. Avoid abrupt touches or very fast movements. This is not masturbation. It is a physiological activation protocol. Here, the intention is to restore control of your own body and enhance your erectile response. During this process, keep the deep and conscious breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. And exhale slowly through your mouth, also in 4 counts. This helps relax your nervous system, reduce stress, release oxygen, and stimulate the production of nitric oxide, which is essential for a firm, natural erection. This is the moment to integrate mind and body. The more present you are, the more effective the technique will be. Now I'm going to give you a bonus tip that will boost this application even more. Do a simple pelvic stretch before you begin. And no, you don't need to be flexible or do yoga. Just do a contraction and relaxation movement of the pubococcygeus muscle, the one you use to stop the flow of urine. Contract this muscle for 5 seconds and then relax. Do this for 10 repetitions in a controlled manner. This exercise activates the pelvic floor, improves muscle tone in the region, and enhances the ability to maintain long-lasting erections. In addition, it improves body awareness, which is essential to regain control and pleasure in your intimacy. You can combine this exercise with the oil and massage technique, creating a true male potency ritual. A daily habit that goes beyond the physical. It is mental, emotional, and energetic. Remember that sexual potency is directly linked to your vital energy. And when you take care of this area of the body with awareness and intention, the result is visible not only in bed, but in your entire posture as a man. You feel more complete, more confident, more connected to your masculine essence. And don't worry if you don't feel a huge difference the first time. The body responds differently. Some men feel an immediate increase in sensitivity and stiffness, others take a few days. The important thing is persist, because this is a natural process and respects your rhythm. It's like watering a plant. You don't see the growth on the first day, but after a week, a month, the results are inevitable. Avoid applying it more than once a day, especially at first. Start with 1 application a day, preferably at night, and observe how your body responds. If you want to enhance it even more, you can include anti-inflammatory foods in your routine, drink plenty of water, and avoid alcoholic beverages and processed foods, which are direct enemies of prostate health and sexual function. Now I want to propose something special to you who have come this far. If this content is making you see things that no one has told you before, if it is awakening in you this desire to take care of yourself again and recover your pleasure, then comment below. I'm ready to activate my power, or I want to regain my virility naturally. This isn't just a comment, it's a commitment you're making to yourself. It's a declaration that you're in control, that your age doesn't define you, and that you're willing to do whatever it takes to feel more alive, stronger, and more confident. And if you have any questions, share them in the comments. You can ask about the oil, the technique, the best time, the results. The more you interact, the more personalized the content will be, and the more men will benefit from this conversation. If you've made it this far, congratulations. It shows that you're truly committed to your male health and want to take back control of your potency, confidence, and vitality. And that's exactly the kind of man I want to see more of here on the channel. So, if this content helped you, leave your like now, because this greatly strengthens our work and makes this video reach more men who also need this information. And if you are not yet registered, subscribe to the channel right now and activate the bell, because every week there is a new video with practical natural tips that are totally focused on improving your prostate health, your sexual performance, and your quality of life as a man over 60. And comment below. I've made it this far and I'm determined to take care of my men's health. I want to see who is really committed. Your comment could be the motivation another man needed to take the first step. And to close with a flourish, click on the next video that is appearing here on the screen now. In it, I will show you another simple and powerful technique that can accelerate your results even more. I'll see you there.